This video is just going to be a brief tutorial talking about some of the different types of sales orders that we can enter in SL. The last video was a basic sales order entry video that kind of got a little bit into stock entry. This video will get into direct sale entry, or in other words, special order items. When you special order for a customer, that basically indicates that you are buying something that we do not normally keep in stock and don't intend to keep in stock at this point. If it's something that you intend to keep, it really needs to be brought into inventory with a purchase order and then brought into stock to be able to bill from stock. If it's an item that you don't have a number for, you would get with purchasing and you would get a number set up. Direct sales really do need to be limited truly to items that are one-off items that only this customer needs and at this time. If they need something that you typically direct sale multiple times, that really truly is something you probably need to bring into inventory and sell out of inventory so you can trace it. Direct sales do not have trackability. You don't save descriptions, you don't save anything that would be pertinent to research later. It really is not the most efficient way to keep tabs on customers' repeat purchases. So having said all of that, if you are sure that this is something that as of right now, as of this time and place, you have no reason to believe the customer will get this item ever again, you can go ahead and handle it as a direct sale or as a special order. How you do that? You enter everything into the software just like you would on a regular stock order, all the pertinent information, you're shipped to. If they're going to pick it up from your store after it comes in, then you put in a ship to have picked up and then your location. You still need lease names. But when you go to do the line items, you need to select the direct sale item number that is pertinent to what you are ordering. If you are ordering something that would fall under the matrix of being a minor item or a major, there is an item number appropriate to that. If you are selling a minor, that is going to be in the N53 range of item numbers, and you will notice there is a special order sales minor number for every store, including the Wichita corporate office. So we have Nest City, El Dorado, Garden City, Spivey, a couple of defunct stores we don't have anymore, the Compressor Shop Trenton, Hugoton Compressor Shop Hayes. We've got one for Hennessy. You just need to make sure you pick the one that is appropriate for the location you are working out of. In this case, I'm pretending that I work out of Garden City and I am selling an item that would be considered a minor if I had it in stock, so that's the number I'm going to pick. You will notice the description is extremely vague, very, very generic. You need to override this description to be more specific to what you are billing this customer. That way you know and the customer knows what they are buying. Your site ID is not nearly as important on a direct sale as it is on a stock order. However, just make it match your store and that just makes sense. It'll look less weird later. You need to put in the quantity that they are ordering from you. Notice I'm going to leave quantity shipped blank because I haven't even placed the order yet, much less got the material, so our customer can't have come in and picked it up yet. So that's going to remain blank until it comes in and the customer picks up. I'm going to put in my unit cost that I have gotten from my vendor. In this case, I'm going to just pretend it cost me $50. I'm going to go ahead and put in my pricing that I'm going to charge my customer, because you'll notice that that defaulted to 0. We obviously aren't in the business of selling things without making money, so you need to make sure you put a price in. And I'm going to tab over here to direct sell vendor. I'm going to hit F3 and I'm going to find the vendor that I am buying this material from. In this case, I'm going to pretend it's from Oilfield Specialty Distributors, or OSD, and there it is. The important part about the direct sell vendor, it allows us here in the corporate office, whether that be the corp admins or accounts payable, to determine on any direct sale who you purchased the material from. This is not a field that will print on the sales order or on the invoice. This is purely for our purposes, similar to the cost column. The customer doesn't see that, we see it, but at least this allows us to help keep tabs on any vendor accounts payable invoices that might come in. We have an idea who it might have been billed to. You're going to tab past taxable unless you need to change that for any reason, and if you need to continue adding items, you can do so by just going down to the next empty line. You can have direct sales and stock on the same sales order. There's nothing to prohibit that. You can even have something that you're direct selling that they're not picking up right now, along with items that they are in fact taking. You just have to change your quantities on any item that they are physically walking out of the store with that day. So, important things, you're going to have a specific item number for your store based off of whether it's a minor or a major. You're going to have quantities, you're going to have descriptions you have to manually enter, you will have to enter the unit costs, and you will have to enter pricing. You will also need to enter the direct sell vendor so we can tag who this is being billed to and who we should see an invoice from. If you're doing majors, one thing that I do want to point out, and this is important, the majors are going to be in the N9 number scheme, and you'll notice there is a store specific item number for every type of major we could possibly carry. So here's drill pipe, and then we get into other miscellaneous casing, and then there's specific casings. All different kinds of sizes. There are item numbers for line pipe, there are item numbers for sucker rod, there are item numbers for everything in the tank battery realm. You need to make sure you are using the item number specific to the type of major item that you are selling so we can trace that activity based off of what you are selling. Now, because there are specific special order item numbers for every kind of major that we sell, that does not mean every major you sell is a direct sell. So please be very careful that if you are billing something from your stock, that you are billing it as stock using stock item numbers and not just using the direct sell item numbers so you can manipulate pricing. Last but not least, on a direct sell, you may legitimately have freight involved. If that is the case, those numbers are going to be in the NF number, that's non-stock freight. Minors are NF10 and then your store code. Majors are going to be either NF2 and then a store code if you are not billing the customer any pricing on the item, or it's going to be NF3 and then your store code if you are going to be billing them for the freight. There is the 1000 number is very specific to minor items. Please be very careful. You're using that only for minor items that you were bringing in to bill out your customer. If you are billing majors, again, that needs to either be 2000 or 3000. 2000 if you're not charging the customer anything, you're just capturing cost. 3000 if you are capturing cost and billing the customer. If you have any questions, please feel free to ask anyone on the accounting team, and we'd be more than happy to help. Thank you.